Hello everybody, welcome back to Pokemon Colosseum. Obviously it's Daniel here. Egan's in a heap of trouble, we better go help him in some way. He's pushing his luck if he's thinking of battle at the age of God knows how old he is, by 120. You, who are you? What are you doing here? Although you may ask why we're here, we simply cannot answer that. I can see that you are a senior citizen, but I still cannot allow you to interfere with our affairs. You're the ones interfering, shady creeps like you. I'll personally run out. Now, unfortunately, whether you want to watch this or not, despite the level of cringe that is about to happen, or fail, depending on what emotions you feel, interesting things are about to happen, as you may have noticed by the start of the video. Yes, it's his first Pokemon that he got, and he's going to try and show the world how good his first Pokemon still is. I'll shut up so you can enjoy this. I said enjoy loosely. Anyway, I suppose we better go help him out now that he got his face absolutely obliterated. If he'd had a light ball, maybe a thunderbolt might have done the trick, but no. He stuck to quick attack. Now we'll do the battle instead against Scrub, which is going to be the most disheartening name in history. Anyway, I didn't bother to heal actually, which is probably pretty stupid, but never mind, we'll beat him up regardless, because really I'm not that fussed. Geodude is rubbish, it has no special defense and is also incredibly slow, so watch it kill my Pokemon now. I've said it's rubbish. Why now? As you know, it's a big pain in the bum because it means you can't switch. As soon as it comes out into the field, you know you're stuck with whoever you've got, as seen there. I wanted to show that for illustrative purposes. And attacking it head-on is usually a stupid thing to do, so that is why I'm not doing it in a particularly large amount. Anyway, Geodude, after I said it was rubbish, managed to defeat the Flaffy, so, foot in mouth much, but at least I got static on the way back to make a slow Pokemon even more slow. And unfortunately, the way that Shadow Rush works is that it will always be physical. And that obviously means counter will fire back, so you've got to be even more careful facing something like that. But we do get our Shadow Pokemon, and it is that Shadow Hitmonlee you just saw a few seconds ago, yet is somehow back to full health, despite the fact he clearly did not use a healing item. Never mind, we'll stop getting annoyed at that inconsistency and just beat it up. Thank God that only hit one time, mind you. Now the Hitmontop is actually quite a good Pokemon competitively. It is a rapid spinner usually in, more competitive games. Or it can on the other hand go for technician abuse and go with things like Fake Out, Map Punch and that sort of like. In this game it's not as good. Mainly because in game obviously you won't use Rapid Spin, and as a result you'd have to use it the same way you use every other fighting type. And really it's not particularly interesting to use. I much prefer using Meditite in this game rather than Hitmontop, mainly because the ability to learn Shadow Ball, which is obviously physical in this game, is very useful alongside fighting stab. Would I recommend it? Well, it's pretty usable. It's not a bad Pokemon, don't get me wrong, but I certainly will not be using it. I'd definitely give it a 3 at least, maybe a 3.5 out of 5, but it's not the most interesting Pokemon going, but it's not a bad choice. It's pretty solid and pretty stable. Obviously undermined by its horribly poor health stat. Nevertheless, use it if you want to, I can't stop you. And the rest of this battle is obviously just going to be using the power of attrition and hoping I don't get a critical hit. Because I think we've already racked up 3 resets, from what I can remember, and I'd rather not make this a 4th. And unfortunately, it is rather strong, and I can't use a psychic stab move on it, obviously, because I will kill it. So unfortunately, I'm having to return it to death with a physical attack. And as we all know, Espeon is not renowned for its physical power, but never mind, we'll just do what we gotta do. And somehow I feel this is going to be a pain in the arse to catch. It usually is for me. So, let's see. 1, 2 rolls and escape. And that was in a great ball, so we could be here a while. I don't want to use Ultra Balls on everything because while I've got Great Balls, I might as well use them, you know, because the longer I leave them, the less and less useful they're going to get. But unfortunately, this does cause a situation. Oh, well, speak of the devil, I actually caught it this time. I'm fantastic. I should have declined. You sure should have. I had been instructed to capture Celebi, then destroy the relic stone, but matters have not gone according to plan. The relic stone looks badass. How are you going to break that? You shall inform Dakim or Dakim at Mount Battle, and he's dropped a file, because everybody appears to drop a file. Good job, the Pikachu and Old Man's fine. Good, good. Yes, you battle with honour and lack of moves, but never mind. Yes, that was a shadow Pokemon. You could tell because it had a purple bar around it. Yes, yes, you go home for the time being, or we'll come with you, I suppose, you know, help you cross the road. You really had me worried. Don't do something rash and dangerous again. Yeah, you're an old man now. You're going to be playing bingo, not beating people up. It's a good point. We really should go and try and find this Celebi. Can we stop talking, please? We need to crack on. Damn it, the old people don't know anything. What a surprise. Yeah, sorry to disappoint you, blah blah blah. Yeah, it's something about a relic, blah. You've got a stone, might you say? Well, she has a stone, so finally the old people are being useful for something. But it's going to take time, of course, but, you know, why are we not, well, I'm not surprised in the slightest, old people for you. She probably needed to get a standard stair lift, but they couldn't animate that in. They're just talking about Celebi in case you're actually reading the chat and not listening to me. Let's go upstairs and get stuck on the stairs en route. I don't know how you can possibly lose anything. There's only 4, you know, shelves and 2 bookcase stands, so let's just go out the building and talk to somebody instead. We were told we should probably talk to another old bloke because he knew stuff about Celebi, but I suppose we better go do that. Well, there's nothing else to do. It's not that dude. We know we've already battled him, but I think he's in this house here. So let's venture in. And yes, it is the guy on the right. Ah, you're Egan's beloved Torchic. Sigh. Have no fear. Forget something that important. That's not going to happen. He'll just forget everything else. Start with the relic in the relic forest. According to ancient lore, the relic is said to hold the power of time travel for Celebi. That mystical power is said to revive the most pleasant, most enjoyable memories of Pokemon. If only it worked on me and brought back memories of my youth. Oh, oh, oh. Would you like to hear more? I suppose we'd better. To meet Celebi directly, you must use an item called the Time Flute. That is all one needs to bring Celebi to the relic forest. Celebi will surely cause darkness to flee from the hearts of any Pokemon. And I skipped that because I accidentally talked to him again. Time to go to the shop. Do 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 do. Sorry. At Mount Battle, you can train your skills just so you know where we're going next. That big group of outsiders weren't tourists; they were criminals. I don't like the idea that the village is having issues like that. Well, of course you bloody well don't. Who goes, hooray, criminals? Apart from Mafia members. Just so you can see here, there are 3 scents, the Joy scent, the Excite scent, and the Vivid scent. We can't do anything with that right now. So, that's just there to show you what they are. They help you lower the darkness in Pokemon, but we can't use them right now, so don't worry about it. Oh, Beela's sat down again, so hopefully she's found it. Welcome home, I finally found a small tablet. It's been passed down through the family, so it's an heirloom. Please examine it. but somehow we have to examine it over a table and nobody hands anything to anyone. Anyway, there are words carved into it, so let's read it. In a gate's mystic relic, Celebi's power shelters. A heart imprisoned by shadows, its last door shall be opened by the power within. The relic must have some effect on shadow Pokemon. Duh. I will leave that for you to determine blah blah blah. It's really not complicated, but never mind, they are old people. Oh, we received a PDA email for arguably the first important time. And it's from Duking, somehow, without us reading the PDA we knew that. Anyway, let's have a look at the email. Emergency! Dan, we've got big trouble. I just got word that our people at Mount Battle's under attack by a mysterious group of thugs. Can you go help? I suppose we'd better go help, whether we want to or not. Hell, it might even be fun. Let's go have a look. Let's have a butcher's. And somehow they know as well now. What? Those crooks are loose on Mount Battle now. That's awful. We can't let this go on. Let's go. Except we don't know where that is. It's to the northeast. So somehow, just after knowing it's from the northwest, or northwest, sound like Patrick Star. Now we know it's in the northeast, apparently we know how to get there. But we'll go there next episode. Next time, we go to Mount Battle, and happy things happen. Talk to you then. They're not actually that happy.